Based on the last published rich list by Forbes, Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, was the wealthiest person in the world with an estimated fortune of around $177 billion. To put this immense wealth into perspective, Jeff Bezos' personal fortune exceeds the GDP of 75% of countries worldwide, making him wealthier than entire nations. Even though this level of wealth is almost unimaginable, considering Jeff Bezos' current age of 57 at the time of recording of the video, assuming he lives at 80, he would need to spend nearly $22 million every day for the rest of his life to exhaust his $177 billion, without accounting for interest. This amount is more than 10 times the average income an American makes over the entire career, every single day for approximately 8,400 consecutive days. While Jeff Bezos may currently hold the title of the richest person in modern times, he is not the wealthiest individual in history when adjusting for inflation. In fact, there is another historical figure who far surpasses Bezos' wealth, estimated to have a fortune over twice the size of Bezos, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg's, Warren Buffett, and Jack Musk combined. This individual is Mansa Musa, who is often not widely known due to two reasons. First, he lived almost 750 years ago, and he was the Sultan of the Mali Empire in Western Africa. The Mali Empire, during its peak in the 14th century, covered nearly 500,000 square miles and was home to approximately 5% of the world's population. It rose to prominence rapidly during the golden age of trade in Africa, spanning just a few generations. Despite its significant historical significance, African history has not traditionally been emphasized in the school systems of Europe and the US, where most viewers of the video likely reside. The wealth of the Mali Empire was largely built on its abundant supply of gold and salt, which were major commodities at the time. In fact, 3 gold mines in Mali were responsible for approximately half of all the gold in the Old World, including Europe, Africa, and Asia. While the value of gold may seem obvious, the significance of salt as a valuable commodity might be surprising from a modern perspective. In the 14th century Africa, salt was an essential part of the human diet and had multiple uses, such as making food tastier and acting as a preservative before the advent of refrigeration. In regions where salt was scarce, it was considered priceless and could be worth its weight in gold to the right buyer. Gold, on the other hand, was primarily valued for its shiny appearance, and its modern-day uses in electronics and other industries did not exist during that time. Mansa Musa was born around 1280 AD, became the 10th ruler of the Mali Empire in approximately 1312 AD. His rise to power was unusual as he was initially intended to be a temporary ruler, selected as a caretaker when his predecessor, Abubakar Keita II, left to explore the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. The Emperor Abubakar Keita II embarked on a daring expedition across the ocean with a fleet of 3,000 ships, leaving behind his throne and immense wealth despite having no evidence of what lay on the other side. However, neither he nor his fleet was ever seen again, though some historians speculate that he may have reached South America. As a result, Mansa Musa officially ascended to the throne and began expanding his empire and accumulating even more wealth. As a devout Muslim, Mansa Musa felt it was his solemn duty to undertake the Hajj, a pilgrimage to Mecca, at least once in his lifetime, much like it is for Muslims today. When he decided to embark on this pilgrimage, the journey from Mali to the Arabian Peninsula was nothing short of extraordinary. Accompanied by 60,000 men and women, 100 elephants, 80 camels, a personal guard of 500 highly trained warriors, and enough provisions for everyone, Mansa Musa led a caravan that spanned over 2,700 miles, resembling a movable city that stretched as far as the eye could see. To put it simply, Mansa Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca was an extravagant display of wealth and generosity. Just like Aladdin impressing Princess Jasmine with a magic genie-created entourage, and of course, being the richest man in history, Mansa Musa carried a little extra spending money in the form of 21,000 kilograms of solid gold in his bum bag, also known as a fanny pack. But Mansa Musa's generosity did not stop there. He brought along 12,000 slaves to transport the gold and distributed almost 2 kilograms of gold to each of them, along with thousands of kilograms of gold dust that was used as currency in his kingdom. He also planned to give away all of the gold as alms, following the pillar of Islam known as zakat, which requires Muslims to give to charitable causes. Mansa Musa's generosity was so immense that it caused the price of gold to crash across North Africa and the Western Arabian Peninsula, including in major gold trading cities like Cairo, Medina, and Mecca, leading to a decade-long recession. But it was not just about the gold. Mansa Musa also sought to spread his beliefs during his pilgrimage. He had a mosque built every Friday regardless of his location, showcasing his dedication to his faith and his desire to share it with others. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca was a historic event that left a lasting impression due to the unprecedented display of wealth and generosity by one of Africa's greatest emperors. He was like Mr. Beast during his days. Considering that Mansa Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca took almost 2 years to complete, the fact that he had mosques built every Friday during this time is quite impressive. However, it is important to note that there are limited written records from that time, making it difficult to ascertain Mansa Musa's true intentions for the pilgrimage. While some historians believe that his actions were purely philanthropic and spiritual, others speculate that Mansa Musa may have been motivated by a desire to showcase his wealth and power as a form of medieval PR, aimed at impressing his allies, intimidating his enemies, and raising the profile of the Mali Empire. Regardless of his intentions, Mansa Musa's pilgrimage had a significant impact on his fame and the reputation of the Mali Empire. As a result of his journey, both he and his empire gained global recognition and began to appear on world maps for the first time, including the renowned Catalan Atlas, a medieval map from the 14th century. In fact, Mansa Musa himself is depicted on the map holding a gold coin, exuding an air of authority and opulence. However, it is important to remember that interpretations of history can vary, and the true motivations behind Mansa Musa's pilgrimage may never be fully known due to the limited historical records available. The pilgrimage undertaken by Mansa Musa also served as a remarkable recruitment campaign, as his immense wealth, generosity, and powerful presence won him thousands of supporters and attracted renowned thinkers and artists of his time. Many of these individuals accompanied him back to his empire after completing the Hajj pilgrimage. Upon returning to his homeland, Mansa Musa embarked on a mission to spread his wealth by building mosques and madrasas, an educational institution in various cities with particular emphasis in Timbuktu. Timbuktu, a name that has become synonymous with a remote and mythical location, owes much of its fame to Mansa Musa. He annexed Timbuktu during his return journey from Mecca and transformed it into a thriving center for trade, culture, religion, and learning, not just in Africa but also worldwide. The Djinjerber Mosque, which Mansa Musa funded with 200 kilograms of gold, still stands today as part of Timbuktu University, which was once one of the world's most prestigious centers of knowledge, boasting 25,000 students and a library with over 1 million books, more than the famed Great Library of Alexandria at its peak. Mansa Musa's wealth is estimated to have been around $400 billion in today's value, though exact figures are difficult to ascertain. However, what is clear is that his wealth was seemingly limitless, and he had the freedom to do whatever he wanted. Unfortunately, Mansa Musa's philanthropic nature led him to use his wealth to improve the lives of others, making him a benevolent and influential figure in history. Despite the challenges of accurately quantifying his wealth, Mansa Musa's legacy as a generous leader and patron of culture and education remains unparalleled. And that's a wrap for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed learning about the incredible facts and stories we shared on our channel. If you're hungry for more amazing knowledge, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our latest videos. Until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and be amazed by the world around you.